3 years ago, I thought my son was just wild. His OT showed me this instead. Welcome back to the Keisha Project. I'm Keisha, Afro-Latina mom, autism advocate. Today, I'm here with Robin, Santana's OT, who changed how I parent. Stick around, you're going to see exactly why. Robin, thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for having me. I'm excited to talk about proprioception.
Yes.
Because it's one of those things that is helpful for everyone and not a lot of people know about it.
Good, because proprioception input, just saying it already has me stumbling over my words. So
Yeah.
a lot of people, when they're thinking about the senses, this is not one of them.
Right. Yep. It's a tongue twister.
So a lot of you have followed our IEP meetings, sensory rooms, ABA, and I kept hearing the word proprioception. And I would nod and act like I knew what they were talking about. You hear me stumbling over my words now, but I did not know. So today, Robin breaks it down. Santana shows us what it looks like. And by the end, you'll know exactly what to ask your OT, and even if you are on a waiting list. Now, Robin, first things first, what even is proprioception?
So, great question. Proprioception is actually one of your senses. So, just like you have a sense of sight, a sense of hearing, a sense of touch, proprioception is your sense of body awareness.
Okay.
So, the same way that you have sensory receptors that pick up input in your ears to tell you how loud something is or how far away it is, you have proprioceptive sensory receptors in your joints and in your muscles. And that tells your mind what direction all your bones are pointing.
Okay.
So, like if you were to close your eyes and I put your arm in a certain position, you'd be able to copy it on the other side
Right.
exactly, because those sensory receptors in each of your joints and in your muscles are telling your brain what direction everything is pointing. And so it's really important to have good communication from those sensory receptors to your brain so that you can then control like the amount of force that you use and how careful you are and coordinated you are.
Oh, okay. Thank you. Okay, so when Santana crashes into the couch like he does a lot at home, he's not just being wild or anything. He's trying to get that input.
Right, exactly. So a lot of autistic people have a smaller signal going from all of those receptors to their brain. So what Santana's doing when he's crashing into something, he's getting a heavy impact, a heavier impact, so that he has a louder signal going to his brain. And it can help him feel more regulated, and it can also help him have more control over his body.
I did not know any of this because this is what real life is like for us. I want everybody to keep watching because next, what you're going to see is what real life is like for us. I genuinely didn't know this. Keep watching because next is what it looks like in real life. So, what should parents look for at home? When the parents are at home and they're seeing their kids crashing, bumping, jumping, all of that, constantly chewing. Yep. That's another big thing, constantly. Is this something that parents should be looking for at home, or what other things should they be looking for?
Yeah, so if you see your child crashing, bumping into door frames, maybe like really leaning on their joints or bumping into furniture, or loving a lot of rough house play, that can be an indicator that they're seeking more proprioceptive input so that they can feel more grounded in their body, more connected to their body. And so what they need is to get more proprioceptive input.
Like tight hugs and stuff like that?
Exactly. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we do that, tight hugs and wait. Oh, that's also where the weighted blankets might come into play, right? Or the weighted vest, because I know we use that a lot in class as well. So I feel like that can kind of mimic the tightness or whatever it is that they're looking for.
Absolutely. There's a lot of ways to increase proprioceptive input. One of them is by using your big muscles. So having kids doing things like sports or bear walks, climbing, carrying something heavy.
Okay.
Those are giving a bigger signal to their brain, giving them more proprioceptive input. You can also do joint compressions, like using their own body weight. So this would be like animal walks and joint compressions are really helpful. And you can also do kind of squishing their whole body. So
Yes.
that would, I know Santana loves those.
He
So like having a yoga ball and pushing it down on them, or wearing compression clothing is also a great way.
Okay. So, personal story,
Mhm.
but you probably already know this because you've been with us for so many years. Santana used to chew on the front of his shirt a lot. Like the whole part of his shirt would be wet. And I actually see a lot of kids do this in class too. Um, I didn't really notice until everything was soaking wet. And I thought it was maybe anxiety, something like that. Well, Robin here told me his jaw was looking for input. So I, a lot of times when I find out this information, it gets me emotional because I keep thinking to myself, I should have known that. I start crying um, because I felt like these are things I probably should have been looking for.
Absolutely not. I mean, don't beat yourself up because I mean, it doesn't make sense when you look at it. I mean, I totally understand why you would say that. But yeah, I think that a lot of kids seek proprioceptive input to their mouth by things like chewing on gum or sensory chews or their fabric on their shirt, or oftentimes it's like their bed sheets that will happen. And there are some things you can do, some strategies you can do at home to give them a lot of proprioceptive input. And even
Okay.
something like drinking a smoothie through a straw that, or chewing on beef jerky,
Yeah.
you can pick snacks that will help them meet that need throughout the day. So that they, and then when you do that, they'll do it less like on their own shirt.
Okay. So, people, friends, family, caregivers, everyone at home, this is why I'm making this because nobody told me. Now, watch this. We're going to show you what not to do first, then what actually works.
I told you not to do that.
Take the ball way down low. Okay. You're gonna roll it up. All right. Just like that. The ball has to stay touching the wall. Okay.
Oh my.
That keeps working. There's back in the line. Line. It's he's a prison reader.
He's a prison reader.
Okay. Straighten all the way up again. 4, and up. 4, 5. It's supposed to be coming out one day. Yeah, but that was big.
Hey, I'll be right back.
There you go. Okay, nice job. You got it. Better watch it. I do think better watch it, buddy. Cool. Oh my goodness. With your.
You want to do it on your back? You can put your arms out straight.
Okay, Robin, not everyone has OT yet. There are waiting lists, IEP fights. What can parents do today with no equipment?
Yeah, great question. The interesting thing about proprioception is that you can never overdo it, really. You can't overstimulate someone on proprioceptive input. So as much as you can incorporate it into your daily routine, the better. You can do things like squeeze them with a sorry, that was like aggressive. You can squeeze them with the towel, like when they get out of the bath or shower, have them like pull down on the sides of a blanket. It will give them a good compression. You can have them carry laundry baskets, help put groceries away. Anything where they're picking up something heavy is really helpful. Also, just jumping and crashing. Take the couch cushions off and like go to town. Yeah. Trampolines are great. Wheelbarrow walks, and yeah, and like big bear hugs, like you talked about, are all great. Any way to squeeze the muscles in the joints of your body.
Okay, we have a trampoline. Like the one consistent thing that we do have in our house is like this $40 trampoline that we've had to replace maybe like 5 times. And he gets to jump, crash, watch TV, and it really does help him. He's a lot calmer. I'm not kidding.
Yeah, he's regulating.
Now, before we go, here are 5 questions that got my son more services. You're going to want to screenshot this. First, does my child show proprioceptive seeking behavior? 2, what heavy work activities do you recommend for home? 3, can we build proprioceptive input into his sensory diet? 4, how do we add sensory break goals to the IEP? And 5, how will we know if it's working? Nobody handed me a roadmap. I was Googling at midnight. I want this channel to be the thing I wish I found earlier in our journey. If this helped you understand your child even 1% better, share it, send it to another autism parent, send it to your child's teacher, send it to anyone who's ever looked at your kid and didn't understand. Drop that comment. Robin and I are reading them. So please like, subscribe, and we will see you next time.